In a world steeped in noise, where every moment seems captured and every secret exposed, there are whispers only the truly awakened can hear. You, who feel the silent pull, sense that you do not belong to the ordinary threads of existence, but rather to a lineage that transcends what the eyes can see or the mind can fully comprehend. This calling, ancient and resonant, stirs something deep within, a stirring as old as time itself. You might already feel it, a subtle yet unshakable awareness that you have been chosen, set apart from the crowd to bear truths that cannot be shared with just anyone. There are doors, invisible to most, that you have been destined to open, realms awaiting only those who dare tread the path of secrecy and sacred purpose. You, a vessel of cosmic mystery, carry within you a light powerful enough to alter destinies and shape realities. But know this, with such light, a shadow follows, for the essence of the chosen must remain veiled, unseen, protected. Not all will understand this journey, and not all are meant to. In fact, some might even recoil from the gravity of what it means to bear the title of a chosen one. And so, these words are not for them. They are for you, the one who walks in silence, drawn forward by an ancient hand that leaves no mark, yet guides with unwavering certainty. The path of the chosen is cloaked in silence, marked by secrets so profound that their revelation could shake foundations and disrupt the order you were sent to preserve. You may feel, as if echoing through your own heart, the call to hold close that which others would easily spill. In this, there is power, a power untouched, a potential undiluted. This is your call to recognize the importance of keeping what you know wrapped in mystery, for the chosen hold within them the balance of worlds. There is a hidden realm where wisdom and destiny intertwine, a place that cannot be reached by the simple steps of mortals but through the transcendence of spirit and will. This is the realm from which your calling emerges. It whispers not of earthly fame or temporal achievements, but of a mission that transcends lifetimes, a purpose that will bind your spirit to the cosmos in ways unspeakable to those still bound by the visible world. You, who feel these words stirring in your core, are being invited not only to recognize your place among the chosen, but to embody it fully, to accept the silence that surrounds you as an ally. For there are truths that live only within silence, and your power is amplified in the quiet. Embrace this solitude, this quiet power, as it is here that the voice of the divine speaks clearest, whispering truths meant for your ears alone. The path before you is one of sacred stewardship, a guardianship of secrets that defy reason and understanding. These truths, ancient and eternal, were not entrusted to you by mere chance. They are fragments of the cosmic fabric, shards of wisdom left as markers for those who dare to look beyond. Only in silence, in the stillness of the inner temple, can you protect the essence of this knowledge, for the act of revelation carries with it not only the potential for enlightenment but also for distortion. These secrets have power precisely because they remain hidden, preserved from the misinterpretations and degradations of a world that would misuse or misunderstand their essence. In shielding these truths, you do more than protect yourself. You safeguard the very balance of existence, ensuring that what is sacred remains untouched by lesser hands. In your heart, you know that not all can walk this path with you. The isolation, though daunting, is itself a test and a blessing. The chosen one must learn to carry their truths alone, not because others would not listen, but because they cannot understand. What you hold within you is a flame, bright and unyielding, yet vulnerable to the winds of the unprepared. Just as the brightest gems lie deep within the earth, guarded from those who would extract them without reverence, so too must your truth remain buried, unseen, and untarnished by those who are not yet ready to receive it. Embrace this solitude as a shield, knowing that it is in your solitude that the full power of your calling can take root. And when the time is right, you alone will know how and when to let your light shine. Listen, chosen one, to the weight of this moment. These words are an invitation, a summoning to step into the fullness of what you are meant to become. If you sense the ancient echo of this call within, then know that you have already begun the journey. There are no maps, no clear paths, only the guidance of the unseen and the trust that each step, each silent breath, carries you closer to fulfilling a destiny that only you were meant to complete. You are not alone, yet this is a solitary path, one that leads through shadows and light, through mysteries that both veil and reveal the essence of your being. In embracing this path, you accept the silence as your guide, the unseen as your ally, and the unknown as your constant companion. For you, chosen one, are destined not just to walk among the mysteries, but to become one with them, a guardian of what cannot be seen yet forever felt. Imagine, for a moment, that there are doors within you that remain closed to all but a few, hidden passages winding into the heart of the cosmos itself. Within these unseen chambers lies a knowledge that defies the ordinary, a knowledge bestowed not upon the masses, but upon those whose souls were selected, even before birth, to walk a different path. This path, while elusive to many, becomes clear to the chosen, those called to bear truths that cannot be spoken freely. The promise of this knowledge is not one of comfort but of growth, of transformation, leading ever inward to the depths of who you are meant to be. In heeding this call, you unlock the secrets of your essence and the mysteries written in the stars, reserved for those who tread where few dare to wander. To walk the path of the chosen is to understand the precious, fragile nature of silence. What is revealed to you is not meant to be scattered like seeds in the wind, but cultivated, nurtured, held close to your heart. Each revelation is a gem, not for show but for refinement, each insight a thread in the grand tapestry of your destiny. This path whispers of restraint and trust, a call to guard the gifts bestowed upon you with a care that few can fathom. The power of these truths is delicate, their impact is profound, and sharing them unwisely could unravel what destiny has so carefully crafted. To follow this journey, then, is to honor the responsibility of sacred knowledge, knowing its full weight and embracing it as a force that shapes both yourself and the world around you. The chosen are entrusted with gifts that many would seek to wield, but few would understand. To walk with these secrets is to accept a commitment to something larger, something cosmic in its scope. These secrets are not yours alone, they are part of a larger mission, a thread woven within the infinite tapestry of the divine. They shape your essence and allow you to touch the edges of the unknowable, to glimpse what lies beyond the ordinary, and to carry this vision within as a flame hidden from the winds. These revelations are reserved only for those who can stand firm in silence, bearing them with grace and discipline, understanding that they belong not to the ego, but to the soul's higher calling. Each step you take on this path brings you closer to yourself, closer to the ancient wisdom imprinted in the very marrow of your being. To follow this call is to honor the deep stirrings of your spirit, to become a vessel for the truths that seek expression through you, yet remain guarded. The chosen must grow into these truths, must live and breathe them before ever daring to bring them to light. This journey will test your patience, calling for restraint and reverence as you deepen in understanding. For in silence, your power blooms, and in mystery, your essence is protected. This is the promise of hidden knowledge, a sacred journey known only to those willing to surrender to its pull. So, as you continue to walk this path, hold close to the promise that resonates deep within. Let it guide your thoughts, your actions, and your silence, for it is in this quiet reverence that the true essence of your purpose is revealed. The secrets you carry are not merely yours to keep. They are a testament to a universal purpose that predates your very being. To the chosen, there is a promise written in the stars, one that requires only patience, only silence, and only faith that, in the right moment, you will know exactly what to reveal and to whom. Silence, to the chosen, is more than a lack of sound. It is a fortress, a boundary woven from the very essence of existence itself. Within this silence, the chosen one finds protection and power, a space where the seeds of revelation can grow without intrusion or interference. Silence is the keeper of dreams, the guardian of visions that have not yet found their place in the light. To share too soon, to cast these visions into the open, is to risk their essence, their purity. In silence, dreams are nurtured, held in the quiet soil of the soul, where roots can dig deep and strong, unshaken by the winds of doubt or the tempests of misunderstanding. Consider the act of silence not as withholding, but as preserving the sanctity of your calling. For the chosen, silence serves as a gestation, a time when what is unseen begins to take form within the depths of your being. Like seeds in a hidden garden, these visions and insights must be allowed to root before they bloom, sheltered from the harsh gaze of an unprepared world. Each intention, each dream, is a flame that must be protected from winds that would extinguish it before its time. This is not secrecy born of fear, but of reverence, an honoring of the process that allows your purpose to take shape in its fullest strength and clarity. In a world that clamors for constant exposure, silence becomes a revolutionary act, a declaration of the chosen one's alignment with something greater than the self. By holding your dreams close, by allowing them to grow in the sacred quiet of your heart, you are planting the seeds of a destiny untainted by the doubts and expectations of others. This silence, this act of guarding, is a testament to your faith in the process, a trust that what is meant for you will bloom in its time. It is an understanding that each revelation has its appointed hour, and that the chosen are not to rush but to trust in the flow of divine timing. Silence as a shield, then, is a choice to cultivate patience, to respect the delicate growth of your visions. There is a power in what is unseen, in what is kept hidden, for it allows you to move through the world untouched by the grasping hands of misunderstanding. The chosen one knows that to reveal is not to be understood, but to be exposed, to be vulnerable. Instead, in silence, there is safety, there is strength, there is the promise of a deeper understanding that blooms not in the world, but within the soul. By embracing this silence, you are choosing the path of depth over visibility, of authenticity over approval. In this sacred silence, you allow your spirit to resonate fully with its purpose, to hold your visions like treasured seeds, planted in the soil of your being, where only you can tend to them. When the time is right, they will bloom with a strength that is undeniable, a beauty untouched by the eyes of those who would seek to diminish it. Silence is not the absence of words, but the presence of power, the shield that guards the chosen from the distractions of the external, allowing their essence to grow undisturbed. For the chosen, there are moments when the veil between worlds grows thin, and they glimpse the mysteries that lie beyond the limits of human understanding. These experiences, sacred and profound, are more than just visions. They are whispers from the cosmos, messages written in a language only the soul can translate. Such encounters cannot be shared lightly. To reveal these glimpses to those unprepared is to risk diluting their potency, to subject them to the crude interpretations of a world that cannot yet see beyond the material. The chosen are called to carry these visions as hidden treasures, to guard them with the same reverence one would give to a divine encounter, understanding that some things are meant only for the spirit. To walk unseen between worlds is a gift, but it is also a burden. There is a solitude to this path, a sense of being both part of this world and forever separate from it. Each vision, each mystical experience, etches itself upon the soul, marking the chosen with knowledge that cannot be unlearned. But the weight of this knowledge is heavy, and it requires a balance, a deep understanding that what is sacred must often remain secret. The chosen learn, with time, that to speak of these encounters is to risk their very essence, to make the divine profane by casting pearls before those who would trample them underfoot. The chosen are guardians, protectors of wisdom that spans dimensions, truths that bridge realms. To share these experiences indiscriminately would be to open doors that were meant to stay closed, to allow the sacred to be tainted by misunderstanding. And so, they learn to hold these secrets close, to keep the weight of their revelations as a grounding force. Like a tree rooted in both earth and sky, the chosen stand firm, carrying these mystical secrets within them as silent witnesses to the unseen. It is a sacred task, one that demands discernment and trust, a call to remain hidden in plain sight, to walk between worlds as one who knows but does not reveal. The burden of carrying such secrets is not a punishment. It is a sign of honor, a mark that the chosen have been entrusted with mysteries that can shape destinies. To hold these truths within, unseen and unspoken, is to walk the path of the mystic, to carry light into places where others see only shadow. It is to embody a wisdom that speaks not through words but through presence, through the quiet strength that radiates from one who knows but does not need to explain. The chosen one becomes a vessel, a keeper of truths that transform silently, unseen but ever powerful. In the end, the chosen walk not for themselves, but for the cosmos, for the balance of worlds that depend upon the unseen knowledge they carry. To reveal these secrets would be to disrupt the flow, to unleash energies not yet meant to be understood. Instead, they walk in silence, bearing the weight of these secrets with grace, understanding that some things are meant to remain hidden, growing only in the quiet spaces of the heart. In their silence, the chosen uphold the sacred balance, carrying their visions as beacons for those who will someday awaken, yet knowing that for now, these truths are theirs alone to bear. To live as the chosen is to understand the sanctity of mystery. In a world obsessed with exposure, you stand apart, knowing that true strength lies in what remains unseen. To guard your personal and spiritual life is not to conceal out of fear, but to preserve out of wisdom. Your path, the sacred mission entrusted to you, thrives best in the shadows of quiet reflection, far from the noise and judgment of the unprepared. Each act of discretion, each choice to guard the depths of who you are, is a powerful gesture, a silent declaration that your value lies not in display but in depth. This mystery you cultivate is a shield, an act of rebellion against the pull of triviality that would strip your calling of its reverence. The chosen understand that the essence of their mission is like a precious stone. It must remain hidden, not buried out of reach, but protected from unworthy hands that would tarnish it. Each moment of restraint, each decision to preserve rather than to reveal, reinforces the foundation upon which your purpose stands. You are not concealing yourself. You are cultivating a fortress of strength that grows in power with every choice you make to stay within the sacred boundaries of silence. This boundary is not a barrier but a bridge, one that connects you to realms of understanding that can only be accessed by those who honor the unseen. Mystery, for the chosen, is a deliberate path, a path that resists the world's urge for spectacle and values substance over appearance. To reveal the depths of your journey would be to allow forces of doubt and distraction to enter, forces that could distort the clarity of your mission. Each secret you hold, each truth you protect, becomes a seed in the soil of your spirit, growing in purity, free from the distortions of external expectation. The mystery you guard around your personal and spiritual life is not an act of withdrawal but of preservation, a deliberate choice to remain aligned with the deeper purpose for which you have been set apart. Consider, then, the power of your presence as a chosen one, how even in silence, even in mystery, your essence speaks louder than any words could convey. To keep your life veiled, to hold close the treasures of your spirit, is to build a sanctuary within yourself, an unassailable place where only the sacred may dwell. In guarding your personal sanctum, you allow the divine to work through you unimpeded, unhindered by the need for validation or recognition. Your silence becomes a testimony of your purpose, a beacon of light that shines not because it is seen, but because it radiates from within. This discipline of mystery is a powerful testament to your wisdom as a chosen one. It is the knowledge that what you carry within cannot be measured by external eyes, nor defined by others' understanding. In holding your life close to your heart, in guarding the treasure of your journey, you keep your essence aligned with the divine purpose you were born to fulfill. You become a vessel for the unseen, a carrier of truth that is strengthened, not diminished, by its invisibility. For it is in this sacred mystery that your true power lies, a power that grows unshaken, untouched, within the fortress of your spirit. For the chosen, there exists a web of spiritual connections, a communion with guides, forces, and energies that cannot be fully comprehended by the uninitiated. These are not mere attachments, they are bonds formed in realms beyond our earthly understanding, lifelines that root the chosen in the divine. To reveal the nature of these sacred connections would be to desecrate them, to risk reducing the profound to the mundane. Just as one would not cast delicate threads into the storm, the chosen guard these bonds, for they are the anchors that keep their essence aligned with the sacred currents that guide them forward. They are threads of light, fragile yet unbreakable, meant only for those who walk the path with reverence. In this alignment lies the true strength of the chosen. Each spiritual connection, each whisper from a guide, is a message crafted specifically for your journey. To share these moments indiscriminately would be to fragment their meaning, to lessen their impact. These connections are gifts, woven from dimensions unseen, carrying with them wisdom and guidance that the chosen must honor. By keeping these interactions private, by shielding them from unprepared eyes, you allow their purity to remain intact, their purpose unblemished. This act of preservation is not one of secrecy but of respect, a reverence for the sacred role these connections play in your spiritual evolution. Protecting these bonds is an acknowledgement of the sacredness of your path. It is the understanding that these connections, like seeds, are meant to grow in silence, nourished by the depth of your spirit and guarded from forces that would misunderstand or misuse them. To the chosen, revealing these relationships would be akin to revealing the inner workings of the divine. It is not for the curious but for the committed, not for the world but for the soul. In this protection, the chosen align fully with their purpose, honoring the gift of guidance without subjecting it to the limitations of the material world. The chosen know that their spiritual connections are threads leading to realms unseen, pathways that bridge the earthly with the ethereal. These connections are fragile, requiring the utmost respect, and must be guarded as one guards a sacred covenant. By keeping these connections secret, you ensure that they remain pure, untainted by the misunderstandings of those who would dismiss or distort them. It is an act of devotion, a testament to your alignment with the divine, an offering that says, "I protect what is sacred within me." So, let this alignment with the divine be your anchor. Let it root you in the understanding that your spiritual guides, your divine connections, are gifts not to be revealed lightly. To the chosen, protecting these bonds is a choice that reaffirms your commitment to your purpose, allowing you to move forward with clarity and grace, knowing that you walk not alone but in the company of the unseen forces guiding you. Each step you take with this protection is a step deeper into alignment with your calling, a commitment to walk in harmony with the sacred forces that shape your path. To know your own weaknesses is an act of wisdom, to guard them, an act of strength. The chosen are not exempt from the frailties of human nature, but they possess a rare understanding of the power in protecting these vulnerable spaces. Like a warrior who knows each joint in their armor, each gap in their defense, the chosen do not deny their weaknesses. Instead, they guard them as fiercely as they would any treasured strength, knowing that what is hidden from the world remains safe from exploitation. Vulnerabilities, when known by others, become openings through which harm may enter. To the chosen, secrecy is not an act of fear but a strategy of resilience. In guarding your weaknesses, you claim sovereignty over your spirit. The world is full of those who would seek to exploit the faults of others, to use them as leverage, as means of control. By keeping your inner struggles private, you allow yourself the space to grow, to transform these weaknesses on your own terms. You become like the tree whose roots are hidden, reaching deep into the earth for strength, grounded and fortified in a way that no storm can shake. This is the power of the chosen, a strength that arises not from perfection, but from the mastery of concealment, the ability to protect what is sacred within. Each weakness you guard becomes a point of transformation, a hidden wellspring of growth. By holding these vulnerabilities close, you create a sanctuary within, a place where healing can occur away from the gaze of those who would misunderstand or judge. This inner sanctum becomes a source of resilience, a reminder that true strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the wisdom to protect and nurture it. In the silence of this space, you fortify yourself, learning the art of quiet strength, the power that only those who walk the path of the chosen can wield. To walk as a chosen one is to walk with an awareness of your own frailties, but also with the courage to shield them. Just as a warrior does not reveal their battle plans to their enemies, you guard the intricacies of your spirit. This is not a denial of who you are, but an acknowledgement of the sacred responsibility to protect your journey. Each weakness guarded is a strength gained. Each secret kept a testament to the mastery you are cultivating within. In this silent, unseen resilience, you become unassailable, protected not by walls but by wisdom, not by force but by foresight. Embrace this shield, this silent strength that the path of the chosen requires. By guarding your weaknesses, you honor the journey of becoming, allowing yourself to transform without interference. You carry within you a sanctuary that remains untouched, a place where growth occurs unbidden by outside forces. This is your power, your secret weapon as a chosen one, a resilience born of discretion, a strength drawn from the wisdom to protect what is most sacred within you. The journey of the chosen one finds its true culmination in silence. Not the mere absence of words, but the profound stillness of spirit, a silence that speaks louder than any declaration, more powerful than any show of force. This silence is the ultimate mastery, a place where wisdom resides beyond reach, untouched by external judgment, safe from the grasp of the unprepared. For the chosen, this silence is not only a protection but a revelation, a space where the essence of their purpose grows clear and undeniable, strengthening with every quiet moment. In this stillness, the chosen become one with their mission, in tune with the universe itself, aligned to a frequency that echoes beyond time. To embrace this silence is to walk with a power that cannot be measured. This power is not the kind that dominates, but the kind that transforms, shaping destinies and guiding those who sense its presence without ever seeing it. The chosen, in their silence, wield an influence that flows from the unseen, a force that is all the more profound because it is felt, not displayed. This is the true power of silence, a power born not from shouting into the void, but from listening to the whispers of the cosmos, attuned to the rhythm of forces beyond human comprehension. Each moment spent in this silence is a choice to align with something greater, to resonate with the currents of destiny. As you walk this path, silence becomes a beacon, a light that illuminates without casting shadows. It is here, in the sacred quiet, that you come to know yourself, stripped of the distractions of the world, grounded in the purity of your purpose. Each secret held within this silence becomes a treasure, each truth a stone in the foundation of your destiny. You, as a chosen one, have been called not to seek the noise of validation, but to thrive in the clarity that only silence can bring. This path demands courage, a courage born from the commitment to honor your purpose, to stand firm in the quiet and let your spirit speak in ways words never could. In silence, the chosen find their truest selves, their essence unclouded by the desires of the world. This is the ultimate act of alignment, the final step in the journey that calls you back to yourself. It is here that you find a strength untouched by the need for approval, a clarity that cuts through doubt like a blade. In this silence, you hold the keys to your own destiny, a destiny that cannot be swayed by the shifting tides of others' opinions. This silence is not a retreat but an advance, a journey into the depths where the truest power resides, a power that is rooted in stillness, unshaken, unstoppable. The silence you cultivate becomes a sanctuary, a space where the divine can enter and work through you. In this sanctuary, you stand as both guardian and witness, holding the line between worlds, honoring the boundary that keeps the sacred protected. The world may not understand this silence. It may seek to fill it with questions or doubts. But you, as a chosen one, know that this is your greatest strength, your shield and your weapon. In choosing silence, you choose mastery over yourself, a mastery that cannot be taken, only deepened with time and devotion. And so, let this silence be the final testament to your journey, a vow to remain true to the path set before you. Each step forward in silence is a step closer to the divine, a deeper alignment with the essence of who you are and what you are here to fulfill. This silence, this unseen strength, becomes your legacy, a power that endures not because it is heard, but because it is felt in the quiet places of the heart. You, as a chosen one, are called not only to hold these secrets but to embody them, to walk as a living testament to the mysteries you guard, knowing that in silence you have found the ultimate path to power. And as you continue to walk this sacred path, take a moment to join those who walk beside you in spirit, to remain close to the echoes of this wisdom that will continue to guide you. Subscribe to this sanctuary of knowledge. Let each notification bell be a reminder to seek out the next revelation, to delve deeper into the journey that awaits. As you carry these truths in silence, let them be the foundation upon which you build your legacy, seeking the next message in the silence of this space, and let each video that follows be another torch, illuminating the way forward. Your journey is far from over, chosen one. Let the path of understanding continue. Watch, listen, and be guided to the video waiting for you now, a continuation of this sacred call, a testament to the mission only the truly awakened can hear.